What's up, Nameless?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I just wanted to give a perspective and see what your thoughts are on it.
Okay.
So, the way I see it is charismatics, especially, they are people who have gotten saved or had an experience with God that was somewhat supernatural, generally speaking.
Well, so they
Now,
believe.
right, but the problem is that they sincerely believe it. I sincerely believe my, you know, subjective experiences were valid. And so I gather with other people who have this sincere sense that they have had a meaningful subjective experience. And so you end up with a lot of charismatics because God is real and he's manifesting all the time. So it's kind of unavoidable that you're going to have these kind of Johnny come lately, kind of not very good theologically Christians scattered throughout the world. You know what I mean?
Well, but so there's a couple, I think, assumptions there that just because you're sincere, it doesn't follow from that the manifestations are God or are of God. How do
Mhm.
you know that? I mean, do you believe in the gibberish, talking in gibberish?
Oh
Is that a
yeah, I mean that's a big part of our experiences. Some people, I've actually been in rooms where people received the gift of tongues and they didn't know what it was. We were just waiting on the Lord, and they said, "I feel like I
okay?
want to mumble."
But no, are you joking or are you being serious? I can tell you. I
I'm
feel like
totally
I want to
serious.
mumble.
I feel the urge to mumble, and I said, "You might be getting tongues. You should give it
Okay,
voice." The
but
person said, "I don't feel comfortable with it."
but where in the New Testament, when you have this discussed in Acts 2 or in First Corinthians, where is any of this gibberish?
Well, I don't consider it gibberish. I consider it a real language that we don't know.
So gibberish.
Well, I guess you could call it gibberish if you heard Chinese and didn't know what it was.
Oh,
Sure.
but why do you believe this is a known language?
Well, that's part of the faith. It's because you get edified when you do
How
it,
are you
and
getting edified?
interpretation occurs
How are
sometimes.
you being edified with gibberish?
You experience it subjectively. It's like when you're in a
How
really
is that
anointed service
edifying
or
you?
taking the
How
Eucharist.
is that edifying you?
How by faith, by the experience of it, it's subjective. It's
So
another part of
what is it
charismatic
doing?
Christianity.
So you don't know what is being said. Where is the basis in Scripture for gibberish?
For speaking in tongues,
For what you're calling it, yes.
for glossolalia,
Mhm.
yeah, well,
Is
the
that what's
word
happening in Acts?
glossolalia is used several times.
Okay,
Paul
that's the
says,
word. Is that doesn't mean it's gibberish. That just means an unknown language, right?
"Yep,"
Like
and
if
that.
someone talk,
Well, you're calling it gibberish. I call
oh
it
my god,
an unknown language. That's fine. Potato,
you're that.
potato.
Where is the evidence that it's an actual language?
Where's the evidence that it's an actual language? It's case by case. Obviously,
So
there's a
there's
lot of
not
times
any
where
evidence.
people don't know if it is.
There's not any evidence.
Well, there's lots of anecdotal experiences where people. I've
Where
been in
is
a
the
room where
evidence or
somebody.
proof that there is an actual version of this even in the New Testament? Is that what's happening in Acts 2?
Oh, you're talking about the Bible. I'm talking about my experiences
Okay,
as well, where people actually
because your
knew the
experiences
language.
aren't in accord with the Bible. That's the point. So it's gibberish and it's a sect. It's a heresy. Do you know in the second century the Montanists did this exact same thing?
I kind of like the Montanists.
Okay, so you like heretics. Do you believe that women should be? I'm glad you think that's funny. You think women should preach?
Yeah, if they're under inspiration, they
Okay,
shouldn't hold authority.
What does Paul say about women preaching?
He says, "I don't. I forbid them to speak in the
But
church."
you want it because you're a heretic, so you don't care what Paul teaches.
Well, I think that there's some more context to that. That was a place where women were
Okay,
speaking over
so
men
there's
a
no
lot
evidence.
because
Right,
of the.
no, he says that are not permit a woman to teach in the church to Timothy.
But
To
Junius
Timothy,
was a teacher.
who
Junius. She was held in regard amongst
in
all the
the
apostles.
church is she a member of the presbyterate?
Well, what about the?
Is
There's
she a
also
member of the
the
presbyterate?
prophetesses. What about the
There are
prophetesses,
no
the daughters
prophets
of
today.
Agabus?
There are no prophets today because revelation has ceased.
Well, I disagree with that,
Okay.
obviously.
In Zechariah 13, it says that in the times of the Messiah, anybody who continues to prophesy will be stoned. How are there
I don't
prophets?
believe we're in the times of the Messiah. We're in the times of the
Oh my
church,
God.
the grace of the church.
So is
He says,
Jesus
"When
not the
I
Messiah?
leave, you will
Oh, this
fast."
is too stupid.
Did he leave?
God. This is what we have with these people. It's not the time of the Messiah, according to these idiots.